Hey yo everyone and welcome. Let's see. my camera frozen from the beginning. Super. Let's go to this really quickly. We'll do a take two. That is so funny. What in the world? You see me very seriously looking at things, contemplating the universe, wondering what might happen. Where can we go? Who can we see? What mysteries of the universe are left for us to discover? The world may never know, or we might find out soon. You might have noticed Animal Crossing, Mario Kart, Splatoon 3, and the Genesis Nintendo Switch Online collection as my most recently played Switch games. You may, potentially, have seen my ever-growing and graying beard. You may also have noticed that there was nothing on the bottom of the screen. You may also notice that Remiko is raiding.
Thanks for raiding Art of Mana.
Hot dog. Hot dog. How are you doing, Remiko? Boom. There we go. Now we got something up on the screen. Look at that. Remiko coming on in, rating us. Thank you so much, my friend. How are you doing? We're going to give a shout out to Remiko. But first, let's give a shout out to Gar, the very first person to chat. Boom, right there. Family-friendly streamer. Heck of a nice guy. Last seen playing retro, which is no surprise. Lots of great retro goodness. Speaking of retro, this is my new shirt. I like that one. And also, we got to give a shout out here to Remiko, giving us that raid here. Remiko, if you don't know, is an OG friend of Mana, and somebody who I've had the great privilege and pleasure of collaborating with several times, playing different games, especially Dungeons and Dragons, but also some Star Wars, Edge of the Empire, and Rem here. Thank you so much for that raid and for bringing Mink of Bane in. I've been thinking about you, actually. The other day, I was going through Discord, updating it, and frankly, I don't think I've gone to any channel except my own, and even my own has been pretty spotty in the last year. And so I went and I checked in on your Discord. I just kind of lurked a bit and looked around, and just reminisced and thought, you know, I miss Mink, and I should make it a point to go visit him in his channel while he's streaming some Minecraft. So good to see you, Mink. I'm actually going to give a shout out to Mink as well. Mink of Bane. Also not family friendly. He'll be the first to say that. But a really nice guy, very talented Minecrafter and creator on Minecraft. He's got some really great build ideas, and he just goes for it. More of a PC gamer, I think would be fair to say. What are you playing these days, Mink of Bane? And Darkstar 4D, hey, how's it going? We're not talking 2D, we're not talking 3D. You know, let's throw these out. We don't need the 2D and the 3D. We got the 4DS right here. And yeah, Mink is just friendly. Well, you're more than just friendly. You're more than just friendly, my friend. Anyway, good to see all of you. For those of you coming in, my name is Mana. I'm an E for everyone. Family-friendly variety streamer. I focus on Nintendo, retro and original hardware, and indie titles. And that is what you can expect around here. A real 4D beam, exactly. Yes, that's exactly it. So I'm doing what might be considered a late stream or an early stream. It really just is hard to say because I don't usually stream around this time these days. I don't get a chance. But I am running out of time for this week. I'm actually going to be hitting the road, heading to the other side of the state here. And so I'll be gone for the weekend and can't stream. I wanted to get some streaming in and play some games with you. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to play a little Mario Kart 8 because it's easy to hop in and play. If anyone wants to play, feel free. I'll start with just some single player, and I still haven't gotten all of the gold cups for the most recent additions through the DLC. So that's what I'm going to work on. I figure that might work. And we've been playing through a bunch of Mario games for the last couple months. I saw the movie, love the movie. Let me know if you haven't seen it and you don't want any spoilers, but let me know. And what is that? Neums! I thought it was Mario Kart music I was hearing. Neums as well, another blast from the past. How are you doing, my friend? It's been way too long. I'm so glad I'm streaming it this time, and I'm getting to see folks that I have not seen for a while. That is awesome. Yeah, no, Neums, what is up with you? Neums actually is someone who's collaborated with me as well. And we've got some really fun things. Aram, what? Oh my gosh. Oh man, thank you so much, Aram. 56.
Shush, old man, cheeky smiley face.
That sounds about right. Sounds about right. That's right. I mean, they're still from the old party, still going strong. See, I need to go hang out in your stream and yeah, it's been way too long. It's been way too long. Well, here, let's go ahead and do this. 3, 2, 1, and hopefully this works. Boop. And voila, it worked. I love it. So here we are in some Mario Kart. We got it going on in the background. Yeah, Neums would know it well. Neums collaborated with some Mario Kart voiceovers that we did in the very first ever special that we did on this channel, like 7-8 years ago now, which is wild to think about. Anyway, I've been playing this game with Mana Sprout and her cousins. It's been really fun. You know what? We're just gonna go with it. Why not? Let's not overthink it. I kind of love this cart combination that I had last time. It's just Luigi with the simple pipe old school cart, but then the Animal Crossing tires, which just works so well, and even the standard glider. It comes together so perfectly. Let's not overthink it. Okay, and I believe, yeah, everything in the main cups collection I've completed. It's here where we need to try and catch up a little bit. So right here we go. First cup that I've not actually gotten 3-star gold cup in. Boom, let's do that. And yeah, Neams, what's new with you? What is new? We're going to start this up, and Harem says, I don't know if you're talking about D&D. I'm now running a Blood Hunter. Is that a class in D&D? If so, I'm not actually familiar with that. But I could easily just be so out of the loop. This is like a whole other thing, you know, like a different tabletop role-playing system. I don't know. A blood hunter is a half-orc blood hunter. Okay, half-orc blood hunter. All right, well, that's interesting. That does sound D&D to me. Has anyone seen the D&D movie? I've not yet, but I do want to. Again, Mana Sprout's cousin saw it and really enjoyed it. We opted to see the Mario movie ourselves, and I gotta say, that was a blast. And the nostalgia feels were huge, and it's caused me to basically be playing Mario for like 2 months. In my free time, I'm playing Mario, and now on the streams, that's what it's been. Ooh, wow. Okay, nice. That was fortunate. Oh man, I feel like it's been a while since I've actually played Mario Kart, though. So, oh, Darkstar says they saw both films and they were really fun. Right on. Okay, well, that's good to hear. Like I said, I do want to see D&D, and I've heard good things, you know, but sometimes, you know, the young cousins, that their standards may not be as refined, we'll say. Oh, yeah, that's right, and there's new Power Rangers, Harem. I forgot about that. Oh, ouch. That was unfortunate. That looked pretty cool. I saw some screenshots, some stills from that movie, and they had them next to some classic screens, and it was pretty cool. I mean, they really went all out, some great attention to detail. Looks like that would be a fun show if you're a Power Rangers fan, and I know many of you are. There we go. That's a nice little area right here, right? But the D&D movie just looks goofy and fun, and I was talking about this with with you in the stream, I think maybe during the last stream, and I was just commenting on how I actually have a box set of Xena Warrior Princess behind me right now, the DVDs, because that is not streaming anywhere at the moment, and it had been almost a decade since I'd watched through that series. And Hercules. I haven't gotten the box set of Hercules yet. I want to, that and Young Hercules. But, yeah, Xena is so fun, and it throws me back to, you know, the Adam West Batman. It's that kind of level of campy. And even I'd say the first Spider-Man, you know, oh man, I'm not going to get 3 stars. I got to do this over. That was lame. But, oh gosh, what's his name? Tobey Maguire. You know, that Spider-Man, that era of Spider-Man was really well done. And of course, actually, some of the people working on that were related to Xena and Hercules and all that. Let's quit. We're gonna redo this one here. But I'm watching through that, and it's so fun. It's so fun. So, yeah, Dark Star says, I mean, it's not going to win awards, but the same as Mario. It tells a decent story. It's really enjoyable. That's actually a good way to put it with Mario. My impression was, look, it's not breaking any ground, but it was nonstop fun. I was grinning through most of that movie. And, yeah, I feel like that might be the way that I might approach this D&D movie. Now, I'm guessing when you say that there were some cringe parts, Harem, I think you were talking about the Power Rangers show. I mean, that's true for the Power Rangers in general, right? Oops, I didn't actually mean to have that stinger still going. Sorry about that. But anyway, yeah, Xena is a blast. I'm enjoying that. So yeah, and Harem confirms it was the Power Rangers show that he was talking about. Let's see if I can actually do a little bit better this time. I thought I started out well, and then I had a few mistakes that cost me. I'm not getting my power slides down either. I've been playing Mario Kart 7 with Mana Sprout, when the Nintendo eShops closed, I set up a 2DS for her. And it has Mario Kart on it, which has been really cool. So she's been enjoying that. I did, however, just purchase a plastic shell case for it, along with some screen protectors and some replacement circle pad nubs. The reason for that last one is because, she's got smaller fingers and she has some nails, and they do tend to kind of dig into that rubber. And so I thought I might as well get them now while they're plentiful, and that way I can always replace them down the line if need be. It's kind of sad because it's like this brand new 2DS, the sea green one, and it's like I just have to say, you know what? Ships and harbors, they're meant to be sailed. Video games, they're meant to be played, right? So, but this collector in me was like, oh no, it's like mint, but it won't be mint very soon. But I can at least take some precautions, and and then it will be better than mint, I have to remind myself, because we'll have made some wonderful memories. She's been playing Mario Kart with me, and then also Shantae. She's actually getting pretty good at the platforming in that, which is really cool. It's not an easy game, I forgot. And it's not the original Shantae. I forget which one it is. I think it's the third one. Anyway, it's actually really rough because in the very first parts of the game that you can play, if you get a game over, you get a game over, and you have to go through all the cutscenes again. And so it took her maybe about 7 times or so to finally get past that. And she had marginal help from me. There was one part she was getting frustrated with, and she proved she could do it, so I said, all right, I'll help you out. But anyways, when we finally got to a point where we could save, it was like, yes! That's what we needed right there. So, hey, Chrono coming on in. How are you doing? How are you doing? And Harem says, yes, that's all you need to think about is all the memories you're making with Sprout. Exactly. And it's been really fun. And she's having a good time. And it's the next evolution in her game systems. She had the Leapfrog Flip? No, Leapfrog. Maybe it is Flip. I don't remember. I can't remember the name of it. It's one that it's almost like a square like this, and it's got all these different controls around the side, and you can actually rotate it. So I think it may be the Flip. And she played that and still plays it to this day quite a bit. It's a pretty cool system. But this is like the next evolution, right? Now she can play all of my DS and 3DS games that I've got physically, plus the games that I loaded on the system before the eShop closed. It wasn't new games I was buying, it was games I had codes for, but anyway, yeah, so she's got that, and the Pokemon Cafe game, I think that's what it's called, which is a simple match 3 game, but it's pretty fun, and she'd played that a little bit on both my phone and my 3DS. So now she can play her own save file. Yeeks! But, playing Pokemon games, playing, hopefully, Zelda. I want to get her into that. I actually have 3 copies of Triforce Heroes. And I was going to play it really pretty much through for the first time. In fact, yeah, definitely through for the first time with R.L. Ritchie as a collaboration, and we've just unfortunately not gotten to that point yet where we can make that collaboration happen. I still am hopeful, but I think Metasprout and I are going to actually play through it and beat it first. Hey, Chrono driving through in a Zamboni, that's exciting. If you haven't heard, the Seattle Kraken, the hockey team here from Seattle, Washington, they defeated the reigning champions, the Colorado Avalanche, in the first playoff game of this year, and this is only the Kraken's second year, so that is pretty impressive. And they did pretty well. It was 3-1 in that game, so pretty exciting. Anyways, yeah, maybe this will help the Kraken win the playoff series if he places Blue Shells in the ice arena. The series is tied. Okay. Oh my gosh, Chrono, that's exciting. Yeah, I'm hopeful. I didn't follow since that first game because I've just been really busy this week. But man, yeah, that first game, that was really cool. I admit though, I wasn't able to actually follow the game live. We don't have any services that allow us to watch live, so I actually was following along on Twitter because they were sharing some updates, like kind of a live tweet feed, as well as a few replays, so I could see like the goals. But I was playing some Fortnite with two of my friends, just as a wind down for the evening and catch up with them, sort of thing. And one of them, they're very into hockey. They actually play hockey. Just a small team around here. But anyways, they were rooting. They were less interested in the Kraken than I am. They aren't from Washington or anything like that. In fact, they're San Jose Sharks fans because that was their home team for a while. So anyway, I was sitting there, and then my other friend doesn't follow hockey at all. So I'm just sitting there with like the live feed of Twitter up, playing Fortnite with them, and every so often I'd be like, oh yeah, stuff like that, and they're like, all right, what did the Kraken do? So things are going well, Chrono, for the most part. So all right, here's where I share probably the biggest thing. Well, let me put it this way. First of all, I'm still, I think, recovering from a very busy time of year, and that would be around Easter, and so I was involved in a lot of the liturgies that happen around there, and setup, preparation, things like that. So it was a very full time, and I worked many hours, well above 40 hours, almost double, around that time, and worked long and hard, and late nights and things like that. Yeah. So it was pretty wild. Well, so I'm still kind of recovering from that, catching up on sleep and stuff. I can still feel myself just being tired. And the weather change into spring has always been a time where I sort of feel a little fatigued. On top of that, just trying to kind of get back into the swing of things with several different things. Yard work is becoming a thing again where I have to mow the lawn, and it's rather tough. We did put together a trampoline for Mana Sprout. That was my dad and I, dad of Mana. And that was a lot of fun. Mana Sprout enjoys that, so we have a trampoline in the backyard now. So those are some good things. But yeah, we're traveling this weekend. But just before, in fact, just 2 days ago, there was a baby shower for a close family friend, and everyone was, taking precautions and whatnot, but I would definitely admit that COVID has been something that, for the most part, we're not thinking about it in the same way as we were. We're not being as diligent about certain aspects and things like that, right? So there was somebody who was starting to get just some beginning feelings of kind of being a little cruddy, like maybe just some allergies or something like that. And they managed to get COVID. Well, Mom of Mana was at this baby shower, and though, was never really in close contact, after 3 years of, being extremely cautious because because she is immunocompromised. She got COVID. So we found that out a couple days ago, and I brought over a care package of all kinds of easy foods and some medicines and things, and vitamins and stuff. And we were thinking that Dad of Mana would end up getting COVID as well, most likely. And yesterday he tested positive. So now both my parents are sick. Yeah, Gar. Yeah. So thankfully they both have 4 shots, or my dad might have 5. My mom was wanting to get 4, or 5, but it was tricky to schedule around different things. Anyway, I'm sharing probably far too much detail here. It's like, I know I'm not a healthcare provider, but I almost want to be like HIPAA. But in any event, I share this to say that yeah, my mom has been really trying to avoid COVID because it could hit her harder than most. My dad has an amazing immune system, and it knocked him out. I guess he was pretty exhausted all day, and since last evening and all day today. So yeah, and I brought out some other stuff to them yesterday and saw them through the window and stuff. And thankfully we have family that are nearby that can help them. But please keep them in your thoughts and prayers and your well wishes, as hope they make a speedy recovery. Hear that, Mom and Dad? Love you, and God bless you. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I've had 5 harem, and yeah, I hope to get well soon. And it's just like, you almost want to. I was looking at them as, all right, yes, at least there are still some people who have avoided it, and hopefully they'll continue to. And it just seems like we're those of us who were avoiding it are dropping like flies, so to speak. And well, that's maybe a poor way to put it, but you know what I mean. We're getting it. But hopefully at this point, and with the vaccine and boosters and whatnot, hopefully it's a milder variant, and with the vaccine and the boosters, hopefully this will be all right. But I think I've shared this before, but a very, very close friend, and well, their mom died of COVID, and I was very close with her too, and it was very sudden and very scary. And so at first, when I heard that my mom had it, that came to my mind. But I do have to tell myself, my mom's far better prepared, and my friend's mom had not been vaccinated and didn't test until it was too late. And so I'm hopeful that those things will make a difference and will mean there'll be a speedy recovery. But anyways, so that's kind of been one of the things at the forefront of my mind this week. Part of why I didn't stream at other times this week. I was planning on it, and I kept pushing back making my schedule because I had to be attentive to them. So anyways, I'm sure that you understand that. So, oh, harem. I'm sorry to hear that as well, and God bless you and your family and your aunt. May she be in the loving arms of Christ this day. And see, I knew all of you would understand this, though I still want to share it just to let you know. But okay, well, here's a positive. We just got 3 stars in gold in this cup, so that's nice. That's always nice. I'm gonna just quickly check here. All right. All right. I've got my iPad here to get messages because because we're trying to collaborate on things, and I use my phone as a camera, so I got to be attentive to that. Anyway, yeah, so cool. Right now, let's view the slides, the results, and see how it goes. Chrono says, "Yeah, we see you when we see you. Just at least say hi in Discord so we know you didn't get kidnapped by pirates again." I like that. Yeah, I do need to do. I should have said something in Discord. Actually, that's a good point. I appreciate you saying that. That is a good point. Oh, also as a little bit of an aside, I will be bringing once again this for my my trip, the Playdate by Panic. And I can't remember if it's, I think it's the end of this month that you can still order it for basically $30 less than it will be eventually because of costs of parts and labor and production. But I definitely encourage you to check that out. It is an excellent device, and there's been an update to the games that are curated. So they have something now. I still have to do a stream of this because actually the list has changed ever so slightly, but they have a thing called catalog now where they have suggestions on games to download, and you can download them through this sort of internal store. You can still sideload just as easily, but yeah, that's a thing. And I also got several new games through this Easter bundle, including an ocarina and a hurdy-gurdy that I can use on that, which is pretty cool because you can use the crank on it. So, yeah. Harem, that is the new Zelda game. It's called Tears of the Kingdom. So T-O-T-K, Tears of the Kingdom. So Harem has a christening to go to tomorrow as well. Oh, that's good. That's good. And has a holiday. That's awesome as well. Yeah, and Harem still doesn't play Breath of the Wild. Oi. Breath of the Wild, I think we'll probably see quite a few people playing that in preparation and anticipation of Tears of the Kingdom. I'm hoping that the Tears of the Kingdom Special Edition controller will be available soon. It sold out all of its pre-orders, and I'm hoping there will be some in stores and things, so... Harem, yes, my friend, my apologies. No, I have not looked on Steam yet. I haven't really played a lot of Steam. I don't think I've picked up a Steam game in a while yet. I am looking, however, at getting a SSD upgrade for my desktop, which should make playing some of these Steam games a little bit better, a little bit easier. That said, I think I've shared this before, but I was looking at the Steam Deck for a while, kind of interested in that. And right now I'm holding off on that idea. I think that it actually might be better to get a cheap SSD and see if I can get some more life out of this PC, just because of expenses and things like that. But anyway, we'll see. There you go, Gar. Yeah. Not a good Zelda game. Interesting. I'd love to hear you explain more on that. And Harem says, we'll have to jump into a call and get it sorted. Exactly. We really do, actually. Yeah, I've still not used my Steam Link. Never mind getting a Steam Deck. Well, yeah, that's fair, right? But yeah, we should do a call. We're very behind on that. I think I might do this. I kind of dig this. We're going to go for the green. Go for the green. That's where we're going to go. I'm going just based on looks. Anyway. What? Gar, that is weird. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I don't know. The Steam Deck seems like a really cool piece of kit, but I worry I would spend too much time tinkering and not enough time playing. Wow, Chrono. I don't know how you got that special character there. Network Enya. By the way, how's Mega Man Battle Network Enya? And you know? Enya, you know? Anyway. Hey, does anyone, speaking of Enya, does Enya know when the Zelda, this is a 7 course, isn't it? Mario Kart 7. Does Enya know when the Zelda-themed Splatfest is happening? I can't remember. I think it's next weekend. Harem. Isn't that the truth? Oh, well, that was unfortunate. I feel like I need more audio. There we go. I don't actually really know if I've played this particular course yet since it's come out. It's not actually that familiar. Yeah, oh my gosh. Well, look at, we're in the Netherlands right now. Right, these are the canals, right? Yeah, oh my goodness. Hey, Minka Bane, I'm in your hometown. Well, maybe not your hometown. I'm in your home country. There you go. That's more like it. Well, this is exciting. Do you ever drive through the canals like that? I mean, you know, I can only assume. Alright. Use Splatoon Harem says, oi. Mega Man Battle Network is great. I highly recommend 2 through 6. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Oi. 1 is tedious, but it's a great proof of concept. Isn't it interesting? Series that don't really quite take off at the start. Hey, look at this. This is cool. Oh no! Come on, I need to up my game. I may have to replay this one now. Come on. No! I'm gonna have to replay it for sure now, because that's the finish line. But that's okay. This is a fun one. I like it. So I don't know if the Steam Deck is something that I'll want to get, you know, down the line, you know, because right now it's sort of like the best of class sort of thing. It's, you know, we'll see. Maybe they'll update it. Maybe they won't. Maybe it'll drop in price. All these things are factors. I do think if you're looking to get into PC gaming, it's probably the way to go, you know, for the price per performance right now. But because I have this computer that's still getting me by, it's fine for indie games, which are the bulk of what I play, and you know, the older games that I enjoy playing. And you know, it's getting by. So I think a little SSD will help. Scooter, Mana Banana is live indeed. I am indeed. I am here playing some Mario Kart and having a good time. It's just a shorter stream because I am hitting the road eventually, but yeah. Gar says, so about Breath of the Wild, there weren't dungeons. Zelda's always semi-open and you go through some dungeons. Explore, find a dungeon, get items, explore, etc. Breath of the Wild is not a typical Zelda game. I liked the old formula better. I actually quite like how you put that. I think I'm actually going to pop that up into a comment here so that people can see it down at the bottom, because I think that's actually really good. Yeah, it's not typical, is it? It's not typical, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, it could even be a good thing, you know, because it means that Nintendo is exploring and experimenting and things like that. But I do think that the formula and the actual dungeons with their puzzles works really well, and I did miss that actually. The challenge shrines were nice little bite-sized things, but hopefully in this new game we'll actually get some dungeons, you know, classic Zelda dungeons. I have not been following all the latest news in an attempt to stay spoiler-free, but that would be cool. And maybe the sky areas will be like little dungeony type things too. I don't know what to expect exactly, but it's Zelda, and gosh darn it, I like Zelda, so I think I'll be getting it. And yeah, and good points to both of you there. Yeah. So yeah, Scooter, how are you doing, my friend? Actually, let's go ahead. Scooter, would you mind putting in the !SO41 Scooter 102089? I believe you're actually allowed to do that. I believe it will allow you. If you would, that would be great. Gar, that actually does sound really kind of cool. Yeah, crowd control is wild stuff. That would probably be pretty fun. I do remember seeing a couple of your streams of that. That was neat. But oh man, we're going opposite ways there, Iggy Koopa and me. There you go. Thank you, Scooter. Karam says, I'm sure I've done it before, so you should be able to. Yeah. I wasn't sure if he'd be able to do his own. That's the thing, because if you're using some of these, it's actually by default set up to prevent you from shouting yourself out, so it doesn't get like abused. But I trust you, so anyway, woohoo! We got first. There we go. And Mario, my brother, right behind me. Anywho, let me double check again here. Nice to get this stream in. Let's see. All right. Just texting Ms. Mana here, making some plans and things. Checking in on my parents. Okay. Good. And making plans, stuff like that. Yes. Yeah. See, I thought so. One of them doesn't work. The exclamation mark shout out. You can't do it yourself. There we go. All right. So, anywho, let's continue on with this one and carry on. I was going to play, like I said, I was going to play all kinds of things, and I am not, but anyway. If anybody is new, by the way, or coming here for the first time, if you have any questions or things like that, please don't hesitate to let me know. And if you like what you see, please consider a follow. You're more than welcome to hang out with us. And it's really cool that I get to see some friends from long ago. Thanks again to Rem for that raid. And thank you, Harem. Will do. I will definitely pass that along. I'm sure they'll appreciate that. Ooh, this is fun. I'm sure I played this one at some point since its release. But it's, one that I haven't played a lot. Maybe not. This one feels a little bit new to me. Yeah. Cool. Okay. I do love the blocks. I feel like that's just such a classic Mario Kart element that in many of the later games were abandoned. And Donkey Kong is just so cool. And in the movie, oh man, I loved how they did it. I really did. So here's a question. Which Nintendo IP do you think we're going to see turned into a movie next? That's That's what I want to know, and there's plenty of room right above me there for you to chat about it. Talk amongst yourselves. I want to know, what Nintendo IP do you think we're going to see next? And you can feel free to also point out what ones you would like to see, even if you don't think it's going to happen. I've got a few opinions I'll share here too, but I don't want to share that just yet and spoil your thoughts. Scooter says Zelda. I don't know. I could see Zelda being a franchise, movie franchise. You know, it certainly has the adventure and everything. But you know what makes me wonder? Oh my gosh. That was terrible. Seriously? Fifth place. Is that their next biggest IP though? Because like, I don't know, Zelda's never really sold like extremely well. I mean, I think we think of it as like, you know, Mario and Zelda, but you know, maybe a Donkey Kong or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm actually gonna just keep going. Why not? Keep going. I think DK, yeah, Harem. I think DK would be great to see since they haven't brought out any games for a while. I think that too. Yoshi, I could see Yoshi. In fact, that would tie in with the Easter eggs there in the last movie. Yeah. Now here's one. I'll share my thoughts. So here's a thought. So it was a little bit of an Easter egg. I mean, it was definitely, you know, maybe it was like, you know, too overt to be an Easter egg. But if you recall in the Mario movie, Mario actually plays an original Nintendo Entertainment System. And what game does he play? Kid Icarus. And what an interesting choice. Now, I have several thoughts as to why. One, it could be as a small reminder of Iwata. You know, sort of a paying him homage. You know, that's sort of the idea of, you know, or paying respects. You know, and recognizing his role in Nintendo. The other thing is, what if Nintendo wants to do the Marvel Cinematic Universe thing and bring in some more obscure players, some more obscure heroes, and in doing so, flesh out a whole new team of what are the most popular Nintendo franchises and characters. What if the next Nintendo movie is Kid Icarus? The last game, which you saw me play, Kid Icarus Uprising, is a heck of a lot of fun with some incredible storytelling, tons of humor, and the writing was just fantastic. So I could see that working quite well, don't you? So I'm wondering if perhaps the next franchise we see is Kid Icarus. Something kind of like the Captain N there, yeah. Metroid would be great, yeah. Breath of the Wild is one of the highest selling Zelda games. That's true, and highest selling Switch games. Okay, fair point there. Yeah, that's a good point. Overall, it's always been one of those franchises that tends to be more for the hardcore gamers, so to speak. But anyway, I think that Nintendo very well could go the route of bringing in more obscure characters and things, and then building this sort of cross-universe sort of thing. Again, kind of like the Captain N, you know? So we'll see. I do think Zelda has some issues that might be difficult to overcome, and that primary issue is that Link doesn't speak that much, you know? So whatever they do, and not saying they can't do it, you know, and Mario took some risks and changed some things. Hey, Dark Solid X, how's it going? How are you doing? Welcome on in. Can we get a shout out, an SO shout out for Dark Solid X, please. So not saying that Nintendo would not want to take risks and try some things that are against the established formula for Link, because, you know, they did with Mario. You know, in fact, they changed the whole sort of damsel in distress thing. You know, Luigi is now the damsel in distress as opposed to Princess Toadstool. And Princess Toadstool is actually one of the main characters, main protagonists, trying to save Luigi. So, you know, they could certainly do a Zelda movie, and I think probably do it quite well. But I'm almost wondering if they might want to try something that's a little bit more obscure, because Mario was successful as far as I can tell. And then if they do something like Kid Icarus, where maybe there's not a lot of people who know about it, but they're like, oh yeah, but the Mario movie was good, I want to check this out. You know, and then they say, well, that was really fun and funny, and yeah, I don't know those characters, but it was an enjoyable movie. Then maybe, you know, they establish some Kid Icarus fandom, you know, and maybe we get a port of Kid Icarus Uprising on Switch, and then maybe we get a new Kid Icarus game, and in the meanwhile they're working on a Zelda game, and then like, okay, well they did well with Zelda, or they did well with Mario, they did well with Kid Icarus. So yeah, I think I'll trust them on Zelda, and, you know. Oh yeah, I remember that. That was a good one, actually, Gar. I remember that trailer. And yeah, Link was very talkative in that, I think, if I recall. It was almost like a Western, right? It had that vibe. Oh, or maybe that was what I'm thinking of, Solid. Yeah. Or maybe that's even what Gar was referring to. Anyway. Good fun stuff. Oh, man. The music in this is really good. Oh, those green shells hit each other. I am not going to win this. Look at that music. Yeah, well, Harem, exactly, because it is actually Yoshi's Island. That is exactly what we're playing here. Boom, that's how we get in first. That's how we do that. That was cool. And even that ending fanfare, that's fun. That's true too, Scooter. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. That was super fun. That was good. Oh, man. Oh, man. No emotes enabled? Sorry, Gar. So what movie would I like to see made into... What game would I like to see made into a movie? Ooh, Chrono. Zelda would be really good if told from Zelda's perspective. Punch-Out! Scooter, that's an interesting thought. Yeah, like a Punch-Out movie? That'd be cool. Hey, Light Tweet, how's it going? Can I watch Zelda Tears of the Kingdom here later on? You mean on this channel? Like, am I going to be playing it? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. You got it. Oh, Ad starts in 5 minutes, folks. I've actually got this set up now. Just letting you know. Ad starting in 4 minutes and 26 seconds. And so I think I've actually got this now where I'm seeing it, and I can snooze it, or I can run it. Let's run the 3-minute ad now because we're at a good spot. Let's do it. And then, we'll take a short break. I'll be right back. Sorry, Light Twee. I'm glad that you're here. As you know, just to explain this, the way that Twitch has done things, that basically I'm forced into having to run ads. Ad management, exactly. So I'll run the ads, I'll take a quick break and freshen up, and I think we'll do a little bit more before we wrap up here. But in any event, yes, so I have to run ads. The way I've done it is it'll be 3 minutes every hour. We'll take a break during that. That seems to be the least interruptive, but also it does get me the most ad revenue back, so it hopefully is a win-win. But I want your feedback. If it doesn't work, I'll change it. This also eliminates pre-roll ads if I do this. So when you come into the stream, you don't have to watch a series of ads before engaging in the chat. Hopefully this works well. The other option to eliminate pre-roll ads is to do 1.5 minutes every half hour, but that just seems too much to me. I'd rather do the longer break here. Okay. There we go. Light Tweet says is the best way, in my honest opinion. I like that. So, friends, we are going to take a break. We're going to go to this screen here, and eventually I'll make a nice little ad break one. But let's roll those ads. Voila. All right, we're back. Thank you so much. Yes, so I think that worked out better, and I now have a way to monitor it better. It was supposed to be there, and it wasn't. I'll clean up some things still further on this end, but I think we're actually in a good spot. Tell me about Bard. This is an AI thing, Chrono. I'm not familiar with it, so I have no comments on that. But in any event, I've seen a lot of comments about ChatGPT and some of these others, and I saw our friend, one of our friends, who was part of selecting Start, actually, who's a big fan of Power Rangers and that type of thing. He created a character and had GPT flesh out that character and a script around that character, and it was really impressive. And I feel like I could probably see a use for it in streaming. There's some things I'd like to do, and maybe AI could do it and do it for, well, honestly, for cheaper and easier. I don't know. I see it as a inevitability with pros and cons, and I think there will always be a place for the analog creativity of individuals, of human beings. But I also do think that this fills a need, or a potential need, anyway. Let's do no. You know what? Let's go back. Let's do Breath of the Wild link. Since we were talking about Breath of the Wild link, let's do that. It's Google's version of Chat AI. Chrono says, I don't know that. Hey, PFC Stillwell, that sounded like a radio host welcoming people back to the show. Oh, hey, thank you. How are you doing, Stillwell? What's up? Well, welcome back, I guess. Yeah. I mean, in all honesty, right? Oh, this looks cool, actually. I kind of want to use that, but let's see. No, you know what? I'm just going for it. I'm gonna go for that. Oh, yeah. Yep. I'm feeling that. Like that. Ooh, yeah. There we go. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. I like that. That looks good. All right. So we got a gold, no stars. Let's go for this one and see if we can't get at least that. All right. Anyway, Scooter, truth be told, I want a Duck Hunt movie. I'd just be curious to see how they pull it off. Very unlikely to happen. It's probably more likely that we'll see Duck Hunt make some kind of an appearance as the Duck Hunt dog and the ducks in some future Nintendo movies. By the way, I'm having like tummy troubles today. A lot since last night. So I thought maybe I'll just eat a couple of pistachio nuts just to kind of help. I'm not sure it helped. Oh no, speaking of, Stillwell, sheesh. It's actually a little creepy that we're just talking and there we go. Anyway. Sorry to hear that you've had that. That is no good. No good at all. Ooh. This is a very interesting ride. I have to kind of... Donkey Kong! To get used to this. It has a quicker turn, but it has a longer slide, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does. I'm trying my best to explain it, but... Oh, dear. But, like, you almost immediately turn, see? But then you sort of swing out wider than you would think. Anyway. Well, Stillwell, are you feeling any better now? Oh my gosh, this is... Oi! Oh, and stuff like that just throws you. So, by the way, has anyone actually confirmed when the... Oh, nutcrackers. Has anyone confirmed when the Zelda Splatoon 3 Splatfest is happening? Yeah, man. Oh yeah, and a little tighter turn there too. Oi! Oi! Really? Oh, I didn't realize that so well. Oi. Okay, well I might actually think about it. Cause yeah, I don't feel so good. Kind of a little queasy too, and anyway, okay. Well, oh, hello. No, not to me still. Ah, blue shell. Wow, rude. Ooh, this is fun. Man, this stage is another wild one. I don't really remember this one too well either. So I must not have played all of this, the new courses. Oh, wrong way. No! I'll take second. Oh, that was almost third. Oh, yeah, still. That's funny. Stomach flu really tests your ability to prioritize. That's, I know what you mean. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Well, I'm glad that you're feeling better now. They're all good. It's dark, but it's true. Yeah. No, yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, gosh. Ooh. That was, look at, oh, I've never noticed that. On the team there, it actually has a scoreboard, and it says Lord Bowser. Intriguing. Not King Bowser, or King Koopa, or Bowser. It says Lord Bowser. Interesting. Oh my gosh, there's fireballs here. Aw. Alright, so interesting story. Here we go. This is from Scooter. Came home from work last night at 11 p.m., late night. While driving home, at a stop sign, this little dog came towards my car. I parked my car, opened my door to see where he's at, and he ran and jumped in my car. We kept him overnight to keep him safe while we were awaiting a response from the owner. They picked him up today and gave us $50 as a thank you. Dude, go you. Thank you for caring for someone's much beloved pet. That's awesome. That's a good story. Good story. And good outcome too, which is nice. Oh, what? Roy the Wonder Boy. Take that, I say. Take that, I say. Oh, come on. Good deed, yet good on you, Scooter. Exactly. Oh my goodness. Ouch. Oh my gosh. I'm in 8th place. What? This is ridiculous. Ooh, ah. Yeah. Ooh. No, come on. Come on. There we go. I need more of that. Keep that coming. All right. Chrono, I'd pat you on the head, but it seems a little awkward. That's funny. Yeah. I mean, you know. I follow. How long am I going to be streaming for? Probably another like 15 minutes or so at the end of this run. Yeah. Thanks. I was going to mention that, and I got a little sidetracked there. All right. Sorry, Rosalina. I like you. You're a cool character, but wrong place, wrong time. Whee! All right. That was fun. I like that. Yeah, we're just going to finish this course and then move on. Link racing is harder than fighting Ganon. Yeah. Little bit. Oh, no worries, Harem. You take care then, my friend, and do good and be well. Thanks for hanging out, and have a good one. And thanks for coming in. And I hope that you have a good weekend. And we'll catch up. We'll do a voice call. I know it's got to happen. I know I keep saying it. It just life, man. I wish I was better at carving out the time, because there are things sometimes I'm like, yeah, I could have or should have done that instead, you know. But but yeah, it's a challenge, you know. At other times, I just wish there was more time. It's like I wish I was better able to use my time effectively and wisely, and I wish there was more of it. Ah, Scooter, right on. What are you gonna stream tonight? Nice. Oh, so yeah, you're gonna get started here real soon. I mean, it is tonight for you, so that's fair. Yeah, what are you gonna be streaming? And when do you think you'll be going live? Because I may not be able to raid you, but maybe I'll just leave this on and direct people to you, leave a shout out, and anyone in chat can kind of just pull that link up. Oof. Oof, oof. Oi. Shooting for 9:30 to 10 p.m. Eastern time, so that would be 6 my time. So yeah, that's a good hour and a half or so, potentially 2 hours away. I may actually be able to watch a little from the car. Ms. Mana will be driving, so Mana Sprout is going to be actually going camping with her grandparents on Ms. Mana's side. And Ms. Mana and I are heading to the other side of the state there. So I've mentioned... Oh, there we go. Yeah, oh yeah, this will be like her first time camping without us. And just with the grandparents. It's pretty cool. My parents and I were talking about the time that or the times I went camping, and the first time that I went camping, with grandparents as opposed to, with them. And it's a good memory. She's doing it a little bit younger than I was. I think I was about 9, is what we were figuring. But I have really solid memories with my grandpa. One of the big memories is, I remember asking him, I said, it's kind of warm. Can we turn the air conditioner on? He goes, well, yeah, I've got the, I asked him, I said, do you have an air conditioner? And he goes, yeah, I've got the 255 model. And I was like, oh, what's that? And he goes, 2 windows down, 55 miles an hour. And I was like, gotcha. So we rolled down the windows, and I thought that was cool. Actually, he had a truck, and it had those little triangular windows in the front. So we opened those up. That was cool. And, Corona. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you I watched a full playthrough of Superman 64. My psychiatrist says I can leave the padded room in about 3 weeks if I don't try to fly through more rings. That's funny. Oh, I'm frozen. Let me fix that real quick. Do that. There we go. But anyway, the other big memory I have is that my grandpa had an ice chest filled with stuff to make sandwiches, and I never had sandwich spread before. And he had some, like kind of relish and whatnot, and I thought it was like the best thing ever. I mean, it was just like white Wonder Bread. I don't even know what the meat and cheese was, but this sandwich spread just made it like one of the best sandwiches I'd ever had in my life. So I was telling my parents about that. Yeah, my grandfather's passed away, but I've been having some good recollections and memories of him recently. Anyway, Scooter says, I'm going to do one more stream of Wii U, playing a bit of games I haven't in a long time before going back to my Switch. I'll include online playable games like Smash Wii U, Pokken Tournament, and others. You and I need to play some Smash on Wii U, because that's the only version of Smash. Well, I have the 3DS version too, but it's the only version of Smash that I have on consoles. No, I take that back. I have Brawl. But yeah, that's it. Oh wait, no, I have Melee too. Never mind. What am I talking about? Okay, but I don't have the original. And of course, you can't play those Brawl, Melee and Brawl. You can't play online. So But in any event, yeah, I should probably play that at some point. Solid says, Man and Scooter, did you know the Street Fighter 6 demo is available? You know, I actually didn't realize that. I know they had their event, and I did watch through it a bit. It was interesting how there's this sort of character development, open worlds-ish kind of element, and you can train with classic Street Fighter characters and whatnot. Looked kind of cool. Looked kind of interesting. This is also very interesting right now. Oh, hello. But I'm not quite sure. What do you think? I thought it looks like it might be an interesting thing to kind of keep your interest beyond just the simple play. But I also feel like if it's boring, it's not really going to help out that much. You know, and I'm wondering and a little worried that it may take away from the balance of the game, because if you can sort of level up this character, then it's not quite the same chess match, because, you know, if you invest the time in that way, you might have a better outcome. So I don't know, I'm a little bit unsure. I don't know too much about it. I didn't watch every aspect of the show, but Gar, fair enough. To be honest, there was a moment where I went, wait a minute, Street Fighter 6? What about Street Fighter 5? Because I never played 5. I never picked it up. You know, 4 was pretty good, really. You know, I played it on 3DS, and I thought that was a good version. And, you know, I liked it all right, but 5, never tried it. Never really had a sincere interest in it. You know, if I get it for cheap later, sure. You know, on a sale like they often do. But it felt like it was not a game I would really enjoy. But, you know, I could come back to Street Fighter 2 time and time again and never get bored. That's how you... The classic even, not even Turbo or Super or anything like that. Just the classic Super Nintendo even version of Street Fighter 2. Harem, yeah. I thought the same way when I played Final Fantasy 7. I wonder what happened to 1 through 6. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, and Scooter, rude Artiman, just driving into that Goomba while trying to relax in the water. What was I thinking? Silly mana. Silly mana. Oh, gosh. Well, let's see how we did. I definitely got gold, but I don't know if I got any stars. Well, that customized character world exploring task completing mode seems interesting. I think it's for peeps who don't always want to compete in online matches. I think you're right. And I think it could be very interesting. I got 1 star. That's good. I definitely look forward to playing it. But I'm not, you know, I'm not like looking at it like, oh, that's exactly what I was looking for in my Street Fighter, you know? Oh, well. It's all good. With that, I'm going to go ahead and snap my fingers. 3, 2, 1, BAM! I don't know what just happened, but it was fun. I was pushing the wrong buttons, and I thought I'd just keep going with it. If it did what I think it did, it looked kind of funny, actually. Okay. So, I need a snap emote. I do. That's what I should ask Ginny about. I gotta reconnect with Ginny. Anyway, well, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it with this and suggest that you go check out Scooter again. Also, check out Family Friendly Live and Club Tortimer sometime in the future to be renamed, by the way. So, Club Tortimer. If you hear me talk about that, we're going through a rebranding of sorts. So stay tuned for more on that. But yeah, so if you're not familiar with either of those 2 teams that I'm a part of, you might find some great people that you didn't know about by checking those out while I'm offline. And please do pull up a tab for our friend Scooter. I'm going to go ahead and put him right here. He's also going through a rebranding. But there we go. I think I can talk about it, right, Scooter? That's okay for me to say that? I mean, I'm not giving anything more away, but anyway. So yeah, there we are. Boom, right there. More details soon on Club Tortimer. Exactly. But yeah, so we'll check out Scooter. He's a member of Club Tortimer. And then, and then do check out. I got to make some team things as well, but too late if it's not. Harem says that's right. Exactly. So anyway, with that, we're gonna call it a stream. Have a wonderful evening. Hang out with Scooter if you can. I think you'll appreciate his time playing the Wii U. Next week, hope to return with a couple more streams. Hopefully 2, maybe even 3. So stay tuned. Anything else I need to say? I'll think about it later. I'm sure I'll come up with something. Anyways, do good. Be well. Stay safe and healthy. I love you much. And talk to you soon. Bye-bye.